The third round. After this, we'll try to shift the blame onto somebody else, and the cassette will tell us how things really went down.
Al Capone would have been proud of you all. You are the most cunning and criminally minded bunch of people I have ever had the misfortune to meet. Marshall Hartz is a fine specimen. There he is operating a karate school for kids by day and hiring himself out as a hitman by night. I guess a man's got to do what a man's got to do to pay those bills. Right, Marshall? Marlena has her criminal ambitions, too. It seems she's a member of the Berlin Bandits, a notorious gang of bank robbers. Now that her memory is coming back, Marlena tells us she has been hiding out from the police in Dex's place since her gang's last big job. She's starting to look less like Marlena Dietrich and more like Ma Barker. It seems Willie is in the crime business, too. One day he was a respected pilot jetting around the world, and the next, a lowly drug smuggler. One could say Willie's life was in a tailspin. Ginny has not confessed to any crimes yet, but rumor has it she talks in her sleep. From her nocturnal babbling, it would appear that she had an unconscious desire and maybe a plan to kill Dexter. Phil admits he has an eye for the ladies, but was that the reason he got into trouble on his last job? His answer to that question seemed a little watered down. And last, but not least, Dolores has been shopping for a gun. A water gun for her son, Mikey, she says. For a girl who has an answer for every come-on, her story's all wet. But maybe it's true. She certainly could have used a water gun to cool herself down after her argument with Dexter a mere hour before he met his demise. Yes, Al Capone would have been impressed with all the criminal potential in this room, and even the great Elliot Ness would have been baffled with the clues we're hearing tonight. Let's carry on and see what other dirty laundry washes onto the shores of Lake Michigan.
Washing nasty
until the end of round 3.
I wish nobody did this so we could be friends and solve mysteries.
Next stop, the Scooby Gang.
Or Justin Bieber backstage pass.
He doesn't exist.
He's not even a fetus. He's not even a sperm yet.
Round 3,
Oh,
he has a dialogue.
Boy.
Apparently his book's fucked up. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's yours backwards too?
No, that's fine.
No, mine's fine.
No,
Mine's
yours is
fine.
fine now.
Alright,
Okay.
so I start. Willie, I know you got the axe from Transglobe, but I didn't know you were flying drugs into the country. That's a bad scene. You should keep away from that junk, man.
Thank you, Phil. I'll try. Maybe I should have hired Marshall to take care of my problem. He seems to have little regard for human life. It's in your way. Step on it. Right, Marshall?
Hey, bud. I've never risked hundreds of lives drunk as a skunk behind the stick of a 747. You and Ginny girl here have a lot in common. She should work as your stewardess. Call it Abuse Airline.
Oh, shit!
Chug chug.
Marshall, shut up. Phil, give me another drink.
Slam.
While you're at it, tell us more about the trouble on your last job. You never answered that question to my satisfaction. Could it have something to do with telling too many lies, I wonder?
We're talking about lying. Marlena's the queen. Was this originally a gay guy in Animal? Who would figure the little German truffle is the getaway driver for a gang of bank robbers?
Everyone.
I knew you were trouble when I first laid eyes on you, hussy.
And I think you are a good liar yourself. David? David. All you talk of water guns and arguing with your boss. It sounds like, how do you say, premedicated murder.
Yeah.
Racist.
It's premeditated.
No.
It says it in the book.
I know. That's why I'm correcting it.
So German.
Believe it or not, folks, I have. Oh, wait.
No, you're
Oh.
fine.
Believe it or not, folks, I have a plane to catch, but I would like to solve Dexter's murder before I leave. I got a good hunch who's guilty.
Why are you looking at me?
Just a few more questions and I'll know I'm right.
All right, everyone read their facts for the next one.
Shut up, Marshall.
Oh. Yeah.
Looks like Dexter's been done.
Isn't Dexter just like the biggest douche on the
Yeah,
planet?
Dexter's kind of an asshole. You know what? I won't even turn the guy who did it.
This is exactly like Clue, like except he gets to play it.
In Dexter's lavatory, he's the deadest man you've ever seen,
But all his friends are pieces of shit.
and blows into smithereens.
Man, we're all kind of a piece of shit, aren't we?
Yeah.
Not really.
Well, I mean, not me. I mean, I kind of got forced into the situation.
That's true. Well, you were kind of a drunk.
No, I mean, it was he called me out.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be a bro.
Yeah, I guess that's
He
true.
broke the bro code.
She was the murderer.
It was you.
I have powers beyond anyone's imagination right now.
Clearly, she is
Interesting.
clairvoyance.
Oh, goodness.
You okay then?
It's gonna get interesting, that's all I'm saying.
Couldn't have been more awkward than you to say that I said that in
Well.
Marshall's house last night.
David.
So,
Marshall never goes
Wait.
first. Let him go.
Oh, okay, you go.
David,
yeah.
Poor David.
I have to tell them. It was him who hired me to kill Dexter.
What?
What?
Why?
What?
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 They have been secretly married. These past doesn't matter.
I didn't know gay marriage was legal in the 90s.
Wait, yeah, it's 1994. It's gay marriage is legal. Is
You know,
that
you know,
right?
like, Madonna or
That
something?
explains why his name is Dolores.
Looks like Dexter was dipping the stick at both ends.
Oh, we're going to hell.
Why? What is wrong with being homosexual? I like him.
Thanks, baby.
Good for you. David, why? David, stop laughing and answer this question.
I'm drunk. And I'm
As his
Why
le-
did you hire him?
Yeah.
Because, as his legal wife, or partner, he would inherit all of his property.
You bitch.
Alright. So I hired the exterminators. Whatever. They sounded sexy. Also, I thought they were strippers. Also, you know, he's incompetent. So I fired him yesterday, and I was all like, this seems really risky. I'll just whore myself out some more and, you know, buy a bank or something. I don't know.
Or maybe you hired Marshall to kill him because Marlena was with Dexter in his private suite yesterday afternoon.
You shut up about that.
Marlena.
I'd used an oath key to get into the room, and Dexter was lying naked on the bed with his hands tied to the headboard. And Marlena had a gun pointed at him. If I hadn't walked in there, she probably would have killed him right
No,
then and
no,
there.
no, no. Kill? No, no, no. You see, you should know this, but Dexter, you like guns. In his face. When, you know, you do it. Do sex with him. Do sex with him, you like guns. I don't know why. You just like doing it.
It is true.
Perhaps he didn't like those things out of you because he didn't like you that much.
Ooh.
You forget, I broke up with Dexter. It wasn't the other way around.
I really don't care.
He's all about
All I know is that he never said your name once when tied the headboard.
Well, I'm just gonna ask one thing here. I'm gonna have you guys reenact this. I'm gonna have you tell us if this is exactly what you saw.
You get to be
I'm gonna
naked
have,
guy.
I'm gonna have you.
I'm comfortable. Man enough to be naked.
I'm
Let's
gonna have
go.
you continue as your own part. Show us what you were doing and how you were doing it.
Don who? I just.
And Willie, I'm gonna have you lay on the floor. And I'm going to have you pretend to be Dexter.
No, I'm good. Willie is good.
No, David, you're gay.
It's better done though if we can have the whole thing recreated and have Ginny here tell us that it is exactly as she had seen, so that we know that both Marlena as well as Ginny are on the same page together. So can I please have you lay on the floor and allow him to
Willie, come on.
I just have a quick question.
Yes.
Was the gun where it was pointed, was it playing in the field or in the mud?
No mud.
I'm fond enough of that.
Why would mud be inside?
Cover yourself.
This is a long ass day for Willie.
Cover yourself.
It's okay, I have nothing to hide. What's your name, Billy? Guys, get your hands, please.
I think the sex therapist and her are like working together to kill Willie.
Yeah. I tie Billy to bed. This is how he likes it. And then I point gun right there. And I say, you like it, stupid bitch. You like it, stupid bitch. And then I stand like this. What more do you want?
Is that exactly how you saw things?
Ah, interesting.
She wasn't
Here's your
speaking at
scar.
the time, but yeah,
I'm very
it
sorry.
happened like that, I guess. I mean, they weren't saying anything, but Willie was saying, release me now.
David,
What's up?
You mean Dexter?
you knew
Or
about Marlene's
Dexter,
gun,
I
didn't
guess.
you?
I thought we were acting.
You knew about Marlene's gun, didn't you?
He was just pleading.
I told you about it after I spotted it in Marlene's purse. And you spent an unusual amount of around her table. Did you use it to kill Dexter?
Okay, so you told me about the gun. I cleaned her table a couple times this evening. Well, I was definitely not gonna hang around there.
Did you take the gun?
No, I did not take the gun. Okay. Either she's lying about the gun being stolen, or you took it since you knew about it.
Man, fuck you. You knew about it.
Oh, wait a minute. Speaking of the gun, I just remembered something that totally contradicts something on this page. It doesn't make sense. But shortly after Dexter's murder, I saw Marshall sneaking into the men's room, and don't ask why I was looking there. It's just I have.
Peripheral vision, I suppose.
It's okay, I understand. Finally, I understand.
So I followed you, and I saw you like hide a gun behind one of the toilets. I think you hid the gun.
In a urinal?
In like the back.
Well, like most smart Americans, I carry a gun.
Is that racist?
Racism
Being
isn't an
racist
issue
to
right
me.
now.
That wouldn't be racism, that would be jingoism. Learn something, you communist.
Sorry.
After the murder, which you committed.
What?
What?
Yeah.
It's not bad cop, just never mind. What was I saying?
You hid a gun.
Oh, yes. It's in the bathroom.
Why did you have a gun?
I'm scared of getting raped.
I could see that, baby. Yeah.
I
You
guess
need
that
to worry
would.
about me.
Yeah, but if I'm trying to figure out why the fuck would I know this.
What?
Clairvoyance?
Yeah, I guess.
No, what?
But if everyone thinks he did it because he hired killer, yeah, I understand. I've worked with the people before. We call them in my country Fox. Fox never want to get caught, right? Never. So he said something very odd tonight. He says a person should always do the unexpected. It gives the element of surprise. So if you do not want to get caught shooting someone in a very public and crowded bar, well, I think would be very surprising. Yeah, especially if we could do it with your bare hands. You teach kids punch and kick, yeah? So why don't you punch and kick Dexter?
I didn't.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, that solves it.
I guess
You
that
didn't
makes
punch or kick
sense.
him.
I just wonder. Why?
A professional.
Professional? Yeah. Yes. I think you're fuck.
Professional schmuck.
Professional.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, I know your type. I met them before. You see them in my line of work.
Oh, Marlene, speaking of your work,
Yeah?
aren't you on a job here at the bar?
Yes, I said that.
Yeah.
Because no
With,
cops around. If cops around, I say nothing.
With maintenance men, with other people posing as maintenance men from your gang
Yeah.
in the basement, and they're trying to tunnel to the bank next door. This is all correct, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And wasn't it true that Dexter tried to let you, or allowed you to use it, but he got greedy
Yes.
and blackmailed you?
Yeah. If blackmail means, say, give me more money, then you're like,
That is what blackmail means. Yes.
okay, yeah, you blackmail.
So isn't it reasonable that you would have killed him to keep him quiet? You know, you don't have to worry about it. Make more money. Free access?
No. You see, Dexter, he say, give me more money. And I say, no. And he says, he takes out gun, yeah? When we, use gun for what the pilot was doing earlier. Really?
I wasn't.
Very sorry about that. No offense or anything, but, she asked,
It's alright.
nothing to hide.
It's okay.
So-
I understand.
Thank you. Americans, nice people. Yeah, nice people. It's considered.
You communists, bad at tying knots.
Yes. Anyway, so Billy knows that Dexter take out gun, and Dexter say, well, don't money, I kill you. You understand, my boyfriend and his friends downstairs with more guns. You shoot me, they shoot you. More times than you shoot me. So he give up. No conflict.
There's still the brewing conflict over it.
Yeah,
He's still there. You're still there. He still wants money, and he still knows.
yeah, but I have, I don't need to kill him. Wouldn't they kill him for me if we wanted to kill him? Why would they make... In my country, women do not commit such things. They ask the men, and then men are like, okay.
That's pretty misogynistic of you.
I'm not sure what a sandwich kind of spread has to do with any of this.
Okay, well, you just get back to your drugs.
I'm just gonna drink.
Speaking of, Willie told me a secret the other night that he had stolen some of the cocaine.
Willie.
And
What did I tell you about that junk?
and they had discovered his double cross. And if they discovered his double cross, he would have no choice but to kill Dexter and go into hiding. Maybe that's that plane you have to catch. Did you shoot him? He found out that you were stealing cocaine and was going to sell it on the side for your own profit so you can get out of the mess he got you in.
Well, look, to be perfectly honest with you, I replaced some of their cocaine with white powder. Yes, Arm & Hammer. Some people were just going to have to deal with some Arm & Hammer baking soda up their brain. And I sold the cocaine to a local junkie. I mean, I was just trying to get enough money to go into hiding. I'm tired of this kind of life. As far as I know, they'd never find out about theft. And look, let me just, first of all, the glove fits. Second of all, there's no blood on it. Third of all, that means I'm innocent, like OJ. So you need to back off, lady.
I like OJ too.
So, because we all know that some drugs can make people violent after having them, or shortly or long after, had you by chance sampled any of those drugs today?
No, I mean, I do drugs, but it's...
Oh my gosh, Willie, you had cocaine?
No, I
Shot Dexter!
drink.
Hey, what kind of
How
drugs?
could you? He was your best friend.
I don't...
What
fuck
kind of
him,
drugs,
first of all.
Willie?
Sounds
Booze.
like you
I
already
like
did.
booze. I like tequila. I like me some vodka. I like me some wild cherry
Drinking
bubble.
Oh my
and
god, Jello
cocaine?
I
shot!
don't do cocaine. I don't. That's for a loser.
You killed Dexter. I cannot believe this.
I did not kill Dexter. Real men drink. pussy sniff cocaine.
It says that word for word right there.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way that could have already
It's
existed.
totally you. I'm so now convinced that it's Willie.
Is there any chance that you had, instead of sniffed them, had taken them in any way other than that?
No, all I did was replace some of it with Arm and Hammer baking soda. I can take you to my apartment and show you the box. I used it to make muffins afterward. Why are you accusing? Do you want my muffins?
Where did you put this extra stuff?
Is it in that bottle of whiskey you were drinking earlier?
No, the extra Arm and Hammer I use for muffins. How can I put a muffin inside of whiskey? That doesn't even proportionally fit
Just
into it.
push it through. The muffin is
That would
very
ruin
malleable.
the muffin.
It would make it a muffin whiskey thing.
I like muffins. I wouldn't do that to muffins.
Alright, can I then have you do one thing for us then?
Yeah.
Can I have you stand up and empty your pockets and pull the insides of the pockets out to
Oh.
demonstrate to us that you do not have anything in your pockets?
Fine, I will.
Like
Hold on.
himself as
Wait a minute, did you
cocaine.
tell me to just your package and pull that
Okay, comes out of the
I've got-
No, it just says you're supposed to empty it to see if there's any drugs.
I've got my frill pick,
He did it!
which you can't shoot someone with. I've got a wallet.
What's
and
that white stuff on your wallet?
It's a credit card. And this white stuff there's no white stuff on this. You're hallucinating. And I've also got
She probably did the cocaine.
an iPod 4, to which I take.
What is an iPod?
I mean, an iPhone 4.
What's an iPhone?
You don't have
Bad.
iPods in your country? iPods everywhere in my
iPhone.
country.
I suppose I time travel. I'm a time traveler.
He went back.
My
to
pony
that.
goes faster than the speed of light. Leave me alone. And I've
We
got
should
nothing
run
else.
away. Let's go.
Oh, what if he's the savior of humanity?
Then fuck you all. Fuck humanity. I'm done.
See, I told you he's the one who killed.
He
So
killed
he-
Dexter. This is gonna kill every other human.
He Batman, you man super. Oh no, Superman. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. 'Cause
With
he fought.
cocaine,
I get,
apparently.
I get.
Now, wait for you to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Now, I had a nice little look at Jenny's manuscript, and it just so happened that this entire
I said he peeked to him.
yeah.
Go
Now, this entire incident happened just like that manuscript, except that there was a detail where fuck you.
What?
There was a
No,
detail
why?
where he was shot in between the eyes after she made him beg for mercy.
Okay, one, why are you reading my manuscript? I'm not even done with it yet.
I was drunk and bored.
Two,
Boring. Okay.
Was it good?
I am writing
No.
the mystery novel. I decided to take a break from romantic novel writing because apparently that's not my strong suit.
I say.
I got inspiration
Buddy,
for the
you're
novel while we were sitting here chatting. So I didn't know what happened with Dexter, so I just kind of wrote it my way. I'm still kind of mad with everything that happened between the two of us.
So what happened in book?
You read it. Remember we all gathered around and started reading it when she left.
Called her a nerd.
Yeah,
What a
nerd.
loser.
But my novel ends at with total different circumstances than what actually happened to Dex.
So Dexter not shot in book.
Yes, shot in book.
No, it doesn't shot the same way. Like they're different circumstances.
It's
like
still
the
a
real
bullet.
circumstances are different.
A bullet's a bullet.
Bullet's a bullet.
So who shoot Dexter in book?
It was Willie, obviously.
Use the black guy.
And why
I
are
don't
you
know
trying
if
to
you're
put
black
the
in
blame
the
on
game.
me? You're the
That
one who
took a
stole
long time to
cocaine
come
from him.
out. Wow.
I did. Well,
And
yeah.
he
I don't think he's
blackmailed
black
you
in the game.
basically
I'm not
into
giving
your
that, so-
job. He making your life miserable. Of course you would shoot him. You even said you were trying to get into hiding to get away from him. Wouldn't it just be easier to shoot him?
That's true.
Sell the cocaine for money and then go off on your own after we've all been lost to our own devices? Pin
Yeah.
the blame on me, make me go to prison. Do you know what they do to women like me from those rich families from Los Angeles? I would be beaten in prison every day. My beautiful face would be black and blue and bloody.
Yeah, well, you're a bitch, and I'll get back to you later. Now, Phil, you agree with her? Yeah,
Sure.
well, you know what? A short while ago, Dexter just happened to hire a private investigator. Yeah, that's right, to check on your background. He found, it seems like... Take that! I found this.
I love,
No,
Target letter.
I love Phoenix, right?
it's an I Spy Private Investigator
Dude, high five.
Incorporated. Confidential
I-5.
report. And it says
That's right.
urgent, therefore I know it's important.
I won't give you the rave if you're not.
Whoever
calling me for-
whoever typed this clearly didn't know that white on red paper wasn't the best idea.
The name is Tom Peeper.
Now he may have
He's
been
a molester.
he could have been a masturbator, but that's besides the point.
He was
Now,
watching me.
it reads, your employee, Phil Muggs, is not who he claims to be. It appears Muggs was given his current identity by the FBI when he encountered the Witness Protection Program. I'm dropping dimes, bitch.
Oh.
Phil's real name is Stu L. Pigeon. Wow. In 1991.
I was destined for that, okay?
God.
Stu L.
First one yet.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god.
He was arrested by the FBI in Boston, Massachusetts, and charged with running an illegal gambling operation. At the time, he was working for the Gambino brothers. Really? Did people just give up on naming their children correctly?
The Mafia brothers.
Whatever. An organized crime family who owned several illegal gambling establishments. After his arrest, Phil, turned to state evidence and testified against his bosses. As a result, Tony, it looked like Phony, and Pasquale Gambino, get out of here. You probably shot him. You're down with him. We're convinced they are both serving time in prison. The Gambino family has been looking for Stu ever since he was hidden away by the FBI. They would love to get their hands on him.
Well, you know what? I was convinced. The FBI convinced me to give up some information. And you know what? They did me a favor. They let me get away from that terrible life.
So you rat.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm a rat.
You like rat in his butthole.
No, that's a gerbil.
It's a fuzzy rat. Fuzzy rat.
That's a cute rat.
But
I'm
you got
ugly.
a fuzzy.
I do not have gerbils in my butt.
That's true.
Okay,
That is true.
That was stereotyping by the murderer. That's
Remember,
what that
fuzzy
was.
rat.
Fuzzy rat.
Fuzzy rat.
Fuzzy. Okay. Yeah.
So murderers all make muffins now? Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah, cocaine stealer. I totally
Anyway.
know you shot him.
there's no way. I mean, Dexter was pretty much blackmailing me at that point. He was pushing me around.
He blackmailed me too. No big deal. I just tell him we shoot him if he shoots me.
I don't have that. I don't have the manpower for that though.
Fuck me over too.
You should get boyfriend. Maybe he shoot him for you. You two seem close.
He wouldn't be a good dad for my kids.
Oh.
Speaking of
Hey,
Phil,
at least I'm not an alcoholic.
not an alcoholic, sorry.
Whoa!
I wanted that to
He
go
just hit
like
me-
this.
he just hit me in the
but
nose, it's
but
fine.
it like folded and I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm glad you're sitting over there.
Yeah, I know, right?
God.
I wanted it to be flat. Okay.
Just imagine if he got hit in the face by him. Anyway. Just go, it's fine.
Phil. You were standing beside Dexter immediately before I turned the light, flickered the lights. Two of you guys were having a pretty tense conversation. You were getting pretty red in the face. When the lights came back on, Dexter was dead, and you were like way over there being all nonchalant.
Look, I was just arguing about my time. I've been working 10 straight days. I asked him for 3 days off, and he said no. When the lights went off, you know what I did? I went over and got a flashlight.
Where's
Where's the
flashlight?
flashlight?
Now.
don't
Hey, you
fucking
and me
know.
think like.
Because we're like sisters.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Probably like right over there. Just go get it. We have a flashlight.
maybe you were thinking back to all those clubs you go to where the
Wait.
lights flicker on and off. You're like,
Wait. How you get flashlight? That's what you call
Yes.
flashlight. If light go off for how long? Not very long. Light go off, shoot, body hit ground. how do you know get flashlights?
I went to get it
Yeah,
right
it's
away.
okay. It was
Question.
maybe out for like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, really?
It means the logical thing. There's
Rushes
lights
to
out.
get a
You get your
flashlight.
flashlight.
How did you find the flashlight if it was pitch
20
that black?
I work there.
Unless
I've been
you
working there for a
So
long
you
time.
should know that she's gonna flick the lights back on.
Well, the lights should have come on sooner than that. The light was stuck, remember?
Then like real question, does she like turn the lights off for a reason?
I think it's
flicker
just
them on
For
and off.
the
This
last
closing-
call.
yeah,
this last
flicker
call.
on and off. So it's not normal.
got
So I went to get a
stuck on.
flashlight just in case the power had gone
Well,
out.
why you got flashlight if they do that for last call? Just buy always
That's
people
right.
in last call.
But they flickered on. It went off. There's a difference between that.
But it wasn't that long. And you normally would just yell at David anyway. Everybody knows you're like the worst bartender known.
Yeah, but I don't
Hey,
yell
don't
at him.
talk that way about my best friend, who's also, you know.
Thanks, David. See, we're buddies.
Yeah,
I'm
I bet.
confused. Didn't you just accuse him of something?
We're above that. Friends do that to
If
each
that's
other.
the only plot inconsistency we have, we're doing
Yeah.
a pretty good job.
Yeah, pretty much. Are we done with cross-examinations?
I think so, unless anyone's got
Marshall, you got
Marshall,
anything
did
more?
you do anything?
No.
No. I was
Please,
gonna
you're-
He revealed
No,
that I was
Marshall has
married.
one.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Did you do the
Oh.
other?
One more.
everyone's got two, I think.
What?
I have something.
Jenny!
Do I say something?
Jenny!
You brought a purse that looked like hers.
Oh my god.
Oh, you see my purse? You want to be like me?
Are you for serious? I have a Prada purse that cost me well over $250. Her Nada purse over there that she probably got off the back of a cart in the back alley with a stray cat walking by. It looks nothing like my purse.
Test. You switch the purse, you take the gun, you shoot Dexter.
Prada and Nada. I finally get it.
It's pink! My purse is blue! How do you mix those two?
My purse not pink. My purse tan, I think. Or brown.
That's something like that.
It's a
Green,
it's a
maybe.
I don't know, it didn't give me a... I didn't even
She's
know I had
colorblind.
purse until
Get her.
just now.
thing. She's a witch.
She's colorblind. She must be Batman.
Wait, does it say I have a
That's
purse?
aren't colorblind.
I'm just trying to connect the logic to Batman.
Or can they be blind?
I mean, you fly there for your
I don't
Batman.
know, I wasn't even aware that I had a purse.
I don't get to see Batman.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't say what color.
You haven't worked
Right.
hard enough yet.
But
It just says
I
that
worked
there's slight
super
similarities.
hard.
The only
Look,
similarity
you know what?
between our two purses is
After
like the
this is all
belt. You're
done,
such
give you
a
a raise and
guy.
you can be
And
Batman.
the fact that they were on your arms.
What arm?
Mikey's gonna be
I
so
don't
happy
carry my
his dad's
purse on
gonna be
my
Batman.
arm. It's in my
Yeah.
hand.
So I didn't hear that. You want to repeat that?
Yeah.
Give me one.
What'd you say?
Repeat it.
The
It
only
wasn't.
similarities. Oh yeah.
It's the belt. Women don't make that mistakes. We know what our purses look like. Am I right? Would you ever mistake your purse for somebody else's?
Probably not.
The only similarity I noticed is you were holding it.
You want my purse? All you have to do is ask. I have nothing inside. No gun. Gun gone.
Can I see?
You're such a male. Men can never tell the differences between purses. I swear.
Thanks for
I
that.
can. He might be able to. I don't know.
Yeah.
My gun where? Where is my gun? I
Stereotyping
need
is so last decade.
What?
stereotyping is the last decade.
It's so 80s.
You know what? I was cool and I stayed in school. That's how I became a
A
pilot.
cocaine.
Yeah.
Selling cocaine on the side. For shame.
I had to measure out how many kilos of arm and power
There's some math, you
compared
know.
to cocaine.
You gotta learn.
Yeah. I had to make the
That's
transition.
That's
Yeah.
Jimmy Buffett's best song.
I had to go from
What's that?
pounds to the metric system. Do you have any idea how hard that could be?
Math
Just
is
admit
awesome.
you shot your best friend.
I'll admit it if I did it. And I didn't. Therefore, I couldn't.
That sounds like a presidential, like.
You get a
Avoid-
kid out of all that.
I think we're all done with our
All right.
cross-examination.
May we turn, host. Yes.
And, yeah, any questions? Any questions?
No.
Alright.
All right, a couple of things from, I guess, well, yeah, we have to give our, who we're going to think did it. We can start. Who wants to start? Oh, I want to start?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I think this was next.
Oh, fuck.
I'm pretty sure. Double
I
check.
say I don't have anything else.
Yeah. I'm pretty
I
sure.
have something on the last page.
Oh yeah, everyone's
I do
got
too.
everyone's got their they
Old
can read
version
their
of
Version,
events.
yeah. So don't
Yeah.
read that just yet.
I thought
yeah.
we were supposed to before we.
Before we choose?
Or maybe not.
Well, you didn't do nothing.
I do
I guess
What
it's
the-
under the
Why did you
stop.
do that? I guess so. Like you have nothing else to do, you can just like draw pictures.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's what sex therapists.
I made a kitty cat.
I'm taking notes today.
Well,
I feel bad for you. You haven't really had as much fun as
I
we have. Just kind of
accuse
almost an
Willie.
observer.
I had fun.
stealing cocaine on the
Yeah.
side. Cocaine is not a joke.
Yeah,
Okay.
actually, first we can read
Cocaine
their
is
final
hell of a
stage
drug, man.
We can.
and then accusations.
Final
I
statement?
knew I was right.
Okay, so we